Oh, you like tech news? Well, tech news doesn't care what you think about it. Tech news just is. And there's a lesson for all of us there. Intel's next-gen gaming graphics cards, codenamed Battlemage, could be alive after all. A shipping manifest spotted by Twitter user JosephK972 listed a product designated Intel BMG B580, which is either the name of the successor to Intel's Alchemist-based A580 or meaningless text the devil planted to deceive us. But there are other signs. Previously accurate leaker Golden Pig Upgrade posted on Weibo indicating Intel would be at least demonstrating Battlemage's performance in December, and others have agreed. Data miner Tomas Goronsky fueled Intel GPU rumors even more by spotting references to Intel's follow-up to Battlemage, Celestial. For now, that's all these are, rumors, but they're encouraging, given that recent comments by Intel CEO Pat Gelsinger made it sound like his company is getting out of the discrete GPU game. And even if it's not, you might want to temper your predictions. People thought the first Arc GPUs would take AMD and Nvidia down a notch, and they were pretty good at encoding video. Gaming got a lot better with driver updates, but I'm gonna get ready for Intel to subvert expectations once again and launch a graphics card for spreadsheet power users. They don't have one yet, it's just for them. Announcing Battlemage in December may help Intel avoid being overshadowed by Nvidia, who's expected to reveal their RTX 50 series GPUs at CES in January. Accordingly, reports are emerging of RTX 40 series GPU stocks dwindling. Nvidia's board partners are apparently shipping final batches of the RTX 4080 Super and 4070 Super, while the 4060 might stick around a little longer. Production of the China-specific RTX 4090D, specially built to avoid US sanctions, has apparently been done for some time, and with no desire to be subject to whatever sanctions the US decides to put on the RTX 50 series, PC Partner, one of the world's largest graphics card manufacturers behind brands like Zotac, Inno3D, and Manly, with an I, has ironically cowardly fled from Hong Kong, moving their headquarters to Singapore. The US can't sanction them there, and if they show up to try, they'll get arrested for chewing their gum too loudly or something. But is Nvidia's Blackwell architecture underlying the RTX 50 series ready for prime time? After insisting that corporate customers like Microsoft and Meta use Nvidia's in-house server rack design instead of building their own, the company's Blackwell data center GPUs have apparently been overheating, reportedly due to that very in-house design being unable to properly cool 72 chips at once. But I'm sure those overheating issues won't carry through to Nvidia's famously well-cooled flagship gaming GPUs that have barely had any heat-related issues except for all the times you're thinking of. Google is reportedly planning to slowly replace Chrome OS with the Android operating system, taking over Chromebooks from the inside out, like cordyceps fungus assimilating an ant, which is always discomforting to see. Poor ants. Thankfully, no one cares about Chromebooks, which is partially why Google has been explicitly planning to do this since June. But an insider source told Android Authority that this Chrome OS Android hybridization is turning into full Android assimilation, meaning we're looking at a future full of Android laptops. Google sources also told Android Authority that a new Pixel Tablet 2 is on the way with a keyboard case, and Android Headlines says their insider source tipped them off to a high-end Pixel laptop with a premium build, codenamed Snowy, being developed at Google. Neither outlet confirmed whether their Google sources were friends and perhaps often had free lunch together in the Google cafeteria, because that's irrelevant to anyone but me. If this news about Android laptops is irrelevant to you, I guess you can go build a RISC-V powered framework laptop with a new mainboard. Is that what you're looking for? Or maybe you're looking for our sponsor, Charge. Their IceMag 2 portable battery bank is so cool, it has 2 cooling systems, an active cooling fan plus passive cooling through its aluminum alloy backplate. That means it stays chill while delivering 15 watts of Qi 2 wireless charging, and it's even compatible with MagSafe for iPhones, so you can set it and forget it on your desk using the multi-angle foldable kickstand. The Ice Mag 2 can charge another device at the same time at 30 watts over USB-C or use pass-through charging to keep its 10,000 milliamp hour capacity topped up. Plus, its transparent design with dynamic RGB lighting looks so cool, even airlines approve of it. So check out the Charge Ice Mag 2 at the link in the description. Now, QuickBits absolutely care what you think about them, but they will never admit that. Valve added support for NVIDIA's DLSS 3 with frame generation and optical flow AI to the experimental version of its Proton compatibility layer last week, as well as adding playable status for a slew of new games and fixes for games like Doom Eternal, Jedi Outcast, and most importantly, Skull and Bones. DLSS support means Linux gamers with NVIDIA graphics cards have one less technical issue to spend inordinate amounts of time trying to solve. Although I'm not sure whether that's what they actually want. This might be bad news for them. Microsoft's new marketing campaign is in full swing, which consists almost entirely of showing devices that are obviously not an Xbox and saying defiantly, this is an Xbox. Some people have taken this to mean there won't be any more Xboxes, but Phil Spencer told Rolling Stone that there will definitely be future consoles called Xbox. It's just hard to know exactly what he means by that when there's now billboards everywhere calling a laptop an Xbox for your lap. Cringe, replies Twitter user Volt Dweller. That is not an Xbox. That is a laptop. You can't pull the wool over these eyes. I know what an Xbox is. I am not an Xbox. Much of the internet has celebrated Casio's newest device, which Gear Patrol says belongs to a burgeoning watch trend, which is, I guess, making watches for your finger. And it's honestly fair to call it a trend at this point because Casio's Ring watch comes shortly after Timex also launched a, frankly, much uglier one. I'm sorry, Timex. That's right, Casio's CRW001-1JR is a ring that looks like a watch and is actually also a watch, complete with alarms and a stopwatch function, unlike the rings they released last year that resembled, but were not actually watches. I have to imagine Volt Dweller was also mad about that. This is not a watch. Who watches those Not me. AI search company Perplexity is trying a new way to make themselves useful. Now the LLM-powered service can apparently be trusted to buy stuff for you, or at least for Perplexity Pro subscribers. Said subscribers can click the new Buy with Pro button to have the AI automatically fill in your saved shipping and billing information and check out with select products from select merchants, which Perplexity says just made shopping online 10 times more easy and fun. And I would like to see the math on that. So you're thinking Perplexity's gotta be taking a cut of these sales, right? But a spokesperson told The Verge that they don't, and that right now, quote, there's no commercial element involved here. They're just so passionate about shopping. The AI got you chicken thighs instead of a toothbrush? Worth it. What a thrill. And to celebrate Half-Life 2's 20th anniversary, Valve released a freaking 2-hour documentary about the project, revealing some interesting details about why the cliffhanger ending of Half-Life 2 Episode 2 wasn't carried on with an Episode 3. Lord Gabe Newell himself explained that although they, quote, could have shipped it, it wouldn't have been that hard. Continuing the story just to finish it would be, quote, copping out of their obligation to gamers to provide some meaningful gameplay innovation. And can I just say no? Gabe went on to say he couldn't figure out why doing Episode 3 was pushing anything forward, the story. It would be pushing the story forward. I wanna know, Gabe. Throw a reverse gravity gun in there or something, just finish the story! Anyways, I better tell you to come back on Wednesday for more tech news before I say anything to the Lord of PC Gaming that I might regret. You do not wanna mess with anyone with wraparound prescription glasses. He could do something bad. And they're not even Oakleys, they're Nikes. It's another level.